Hello, it's Miss Ann from the Frank Sayers Public Library, and today our virtual library adventure takes us right into my very own living room. It's a little cold out for outdoor adventures, so I brought the adventure inside, and I made a blanket for it. So I was wondering how many of you guys have ever made a blanket for it. It's a lot of fun. All you need is a couple of blankets and some chairs and some pillows and your imagination. All you need is your imagination, and this blanket fort could be anything. It could be a castle, it could be a rocket ship, or you could just pretend like you're going camping. Oreo seems to like it. This is my daughter's dog. She's here for the story. And the story I picked out today is called Great, Now We've Got Barbarians. And it's written by Jason Carter Eaton, and it's illustrated by Mark Faring. An illustrator is somebody who draws the pictures. Bye, Oreo. She's heard it before. Okay, so this story is about a little boy who is not very tidy or clean. And yeah, he's a little messy. And when you open the book, the first thing you see is a picture of his bedroom, and it's pretty disgusting. And I've seen college dorm rooms like this. So if you can look at that picture, you can see all the juice boxes and potato chips and donuts, and there's socks. And so how many of you guys might have a room like that? So again, it's called Great, Now We've Got Barbarians. And it goes like this. My mom was mad because I left cupcake crumbs in my bed again. If you don't clean up after yourself, we're going to get pests. Mom always makes a big deal out of little things. Pfft, what's the worst that could happen? We get a couple of ants. I think there's more than a couple. A few flies. A little bitty mouse. But the next day, great, now we've got barbarians, said my mother. His name was Vlad, and he demanded an entire cupcake. I thought he was kind of cute, and I handed him one. But Mom said he was disgusting and shooed him out the door. I figured that was the end of our pest invasion. But that afternoon in the playroom, I ran into Tor, who'd come seeking glory and cheese curls. I swatted him out of the house before Mom could see. Things quickly got worse. My sister found two shaggy barbarians on her bed, watching TV and finishing off a bag of chips I'd started earlier in the week. When my dad turned on the garage light, a whole bunch of surprised barbarians scurried off, leaving behind yak pelts and broken helmets. And then Mom caught a big bearded barbarian in the bathroom, putting on her makeup. I explained that maybe he thought it was war paint, but she didn't buy it. There was no more denying it. We had an infestation of barbarians, and I didn't think they were so cute anymore. It's funny, playing with the kitty. They picked up the marshmallows out of my cereal when I wasn't looking. They used my school supplies to scratch their hairy backs, and my toys to clean out their ears. Ew. And when I got into bed, my blankets and pillows were gone. The barbarians had stolen them to make forts. See, they made blanket forts just like mine. Vlad and Tor couldn't agree on whose hoard got the popcorn kernels and whose got the half-eaten sandwiches, so they each declared crumb war on the other. Their battles raged all night long. I don't think he's getting much sleep. We set traps, but that hardly slowed them down. We made a scare barbarian instead of a scarecrow, but barbarians aren't easily scared. The house was filled with snoring, snarling, belching, badgering, grumbling, growling, loitering, looting, and lazing savages of all shapes and sizes. Time to call an exterminator, said Mom. Yup, said the exterminator. You've got barbarians, all right. One of the worst cases I've ever seen. Dad looked around the house sadly. Looks like we're out of options, he said. I guess we'll have to move. I couldn't avoid it anymore. There was really only one thing left to do. What do you think that is? I think he has to clean. Yep, I cleaned up every crumb and sticky candy wrapper I'd ever left around the house. Months of slobby snacking and messy habits all went into the garbage. As I cleaned, the barbarians grunted in disgust and skulked out the door. Finally, only Vlad and Tor were left. I handed them the trash on their way out. I realized that Mom might exaggerate sometimes, but that doesn't mean she's wrong. From that day forward, I made sure to always clean up after myself. Unfortunately, a week later, I forgot to turn the water off when I was done filling up the bathtub. Oh dear, look at all the water. Oh great, now we've got pirates! Well, that was a funny story, and yeah, I hope that little boy cleaned up his room and stayed clean. And that reminds me that nowadays that we need to keep everything really clean and tidy, and to make sure that we don't get germs or spread germs. And I have a song that I would like to share with you about washing your hands. If you think that you touched something germy or you want to wash up before you eat, this is a fun little song to sing before you do that, before you get ready to use your hands. And what we do is we go to the sink, we turn on the water and make sure it's not too hot, not too cold. We pump some soap into our hands, and then we take our hands and we wash the tops first, and then we wash the bottoms, then we wash in between, and then we wash them both together, and then they're squeaky clean, okay? So we're going to sing that twice, and it goes to the tune of Are You Sleeping, Brother John? So it goes like this. Tops and bottoms, in between, wash them both together, now they're clean, squeaky clean. Okay, let's do that again, okay? Remember, we gotta turn the water on, not too hot, not too cold. And then we gotta pump some soap into our hands. My favorite is lemon or anything that smells like citrus. And then we make sure that we put our hands under the water, and then we sing our song. We sing tops and bottoms, in between, wash them both together, now they're clean, squeaky clean. Well, that's it for our adventure today. Just remember that this week is National Library Week, so make sure that you read a lot of books, and if you don't have any more books to read, you can always go to franksarrislibrary.org, and you can check out some books. That we can offer virtual library cards, and we have books, and we have movies that you can check out, and like I said, just make sure you build a blanket for it, and post a picture of it maybe in the comments section, and keep reading, and stay tuned for my next adventure. I'll miss you. See you soon.